What's going on, Jerome's? Minnesota Vikings are starting to line up some head coaching interviews, even though they said, nah, we're going to hire the GM first. Well, maybe the GM and head coach are a package deal. Things are starting to come together, and their search has gone deeper than this V. That's right. There's always going to be a V reference whenever I'm wearing the shirt. But they have they have three lined. They have one done, nailed it. Two lined up, and then one sort of blah, blah, blah out there. But we're going to run through the list. And remember, these are only the requested. They can still request more. So Eric Bieniemy could still be on the table. Byron Leftwich could still be on the table. Jumpin' Doug Peterson could still be out there too, even though you don't have to have an interview request with him. He can just walk in. I have a theory about Doug. We'll get into that in a second. But so the ones that they have done, Nathaniel Hackett, Sunday, Greasy Grimy Green Bay Packers, allegedly had the bye. And then you had Todd Bowles of the Bucks on Friday, scheduled for this Friday, Jonathan Gannon of the Eagles on Thursday, and Kellen Moore at some point this week. Now, notice that Gannon and Moore, they're able to interview because their team's dunzo, right? And Todd Bowles, here's what's great about Bruce Arians. He is always going to push his guys, his lieutenants, to get jobs. So even though the Bucks have a big-time playoff game coming up, he's still out there. He's like, hey, Todd, Friday, once we have the hay in the barn, once we have the game plan set in stone for the Rams, go get yourself an interview, man. That's right. That's why I love BA. Awesome, man. And also the Vikings, TBD on scheduling with Dan Quinn. He obviously has a lot of free time at this point. D'Amico Ryans and Kevin O'Connell, both still, their teams are both still in the playoffs. But I will say that if D'Amico Ryans' awesome San Francisco Niners defense, if they go into Green Bay and shut down Aaron Rodgers, Nathaniel Hackett, and the Greasy Grimy Green Bay Packers, that's a wrap. That's a wrap. Give me D'Amico Ryans, man. I've slowly warmed up to the D'Amico Ryans train, and now it's just a full-on toot toot. That's right, man. Speculated, guys. ESPN's Courtney Cronin is speculated that the Vikings had done some research on Vance Joseph, Patrick Graham. No formal interview requests there. Cardinals obviously have some free time. Giants for damn sure have some free time. And the theory about Doug. So the Vikings have interviewed 3 general manager candidates of the 8 who have ties to Doug Peterson. Catherine Raish, Brandon Brown of the Eagles. Also, Ryan Pohl has 3 years of overlap in Kansas City when Doug Peterson was an assistant there with Andy Reid. So now, my theory is that those 3, if they get one of those 3, if they get the job, Doug Peterson will just walk in. Right, and the Vikings will already have the due diligence done with other interviews, so Doug can literally just like, oh, I got the job. I'm Doug. I don't know if it'll work out that way. I wouldn't be upset. I wouldn't, because I know that Raish and Brown are rising stars in this league. The more that I scratch Ryan Pohl's lotto ticket, the more I'm in. Like the fact that he's from a scouting background, the fact that he's a former offensive lineman, the fact that the Chiefs have done amazing things on the offensive line as of late, personnel-wise. I'm sure Pohl has a hand in that as well, whether it be drafting Creed Humphrey and Trey Smith, whether it be signing Jumpin' Joe Thuney, whether it be trading for Orlando Brown Jr. Wow. So that's how you fix a really crappy O-line in one offseason. Crazy, right? And you're not afraid to put it on the table, actually play those rookies, but I digress there. And Dan Quinn, DQ is going to be busy, man. I think that he's going to have his choice of head coaching jobs. He may not even get to interview with the Vikings because he may have already taken a job. The Bears, Broncos, Jaguars, Dolphins also after him. Plus, Jumpin' George Payton is coming down from Denver to Dallas to interview in person with DQ as well as Kellen Moore. So I do think that the Broncos want Dan Quinn bad. And I think that would be a fantastic matchup. George Payton hiring his first head coach, so we'll see. So Quinn may be even off the table for the Vikings, but we'll see how it goes. But so as of right now, how would I handicap this? Like, who would be my betting favorite right now? I don't really have one. But in terms of guys I like, I do like Hackett. I would understand it. I don't know enough about Jonathan Gannon to have an opinion. Kellen Moore. I didn't think that Kellen Moore was ready, and we've said that in previous videos, and that's even before Sunday's debacle. I like Dan Quinn. I'm starting to love me some D'Amico Ryans. I love the Kevin O'Connell connection with Monty Austinford as well. And Doug, I mean, he's Doug. So, yeah, we'll see. But your thoughts on our thoughts. Vikings head coaching interview tracker. Let us know in the comment section below. Subscribe for daily Vikings takes. Want to support the work, put a little something in the Venmo. But until next time, Skol, production value.